welcome to an all-new episode of Socially Awkward. I am Steve O'Mooney.
And I am Matt.
And Eric is gone, and everything just went to hell. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Sorry about the delay. The board was having technical difficulties, and we're still having technical difficulties. Matt, if you want to just... we'll just do this real quick. Matt, how was your week? While you're doing that, I'm going to go grab the attachments for your thingy, and we'll try to get this working.
Week was pretty good. Just standard week, doing the work thing. Last weekend, the wife and I actually went to the local Xbox Live Area 1 event. So I believe I will be speaking about that in a little bit, and I will fill you guys all in on that. But saw the new Thor movie. Don't know if anybody else did, so maybe we could talk about that too. But, life is good. Can't complain. So it's a pretty standard week, and we will see what happens here in a second. But, sir, how was your week?
So far so good. We did the last episode ever of Arcade Bros. No, we did the last episode last night of Arcade Bros for the PlayStation 4 release.
Nice.
A lot of people came out for that. It was a huge event, and it looks like there's going to be another huge event for Xbox One as well. So far, I know we'll probably talk about it in the show notes. Of course, Eric is busy.
Doing what? We don't remember.
We don't know. He actually called me earlier today to give the whole
spiel
of how to do everything on the network, and of course, then we're like 5 minutes late to the show. It's just everything's going wrong tonight for me. Of course, I didn't sleep pretty much all day until it's like 3 o'clock. I'm like, I'll get a power nap in, and then I wake up at like 5:30, and I'm like, crap, and it's just been all downhill since I was born. No, I'm just kidding. No, so yeah, hopefully we got a great show going on. Of course, we're brought to you by America Joy Print Shop for all your printing needs. Go to, if you need business cards, flyers, posters, banners, cut finals, car wraps, and more, go to americajoy.com for more information and tell them the Thurn sent you. The Fern sent you.
Third.
Wow. Of course, you can also find us on Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, Zune Marketplace, BlackBerry Podcast, Dictionary, Miro Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Just typing in 4i Radio Network. I can't remember if we actually came up with a socially awkward question this week. We did have two guests that were going to come in, but at the last second, Jen and Matt had to cancel, but that's all right. So maybe it's a good thing everyone's not seeing me at my worst right now. So only Matt is. This has just been, I don't know, it's not going so well right now for the board and everything like that. It's just, but I guess everything's moving on. No, just let us know. I know the chat room, I launched it, so just let us know if everything's sounding okay and all that good stuff. So of course, let's see. I just speaking of some technology stuff while we're talking about the new systems, Xbox once again has finally updated their Netflix menu.
I don't use Netflix on my Xbox,
okay,
so I have no idea what it looks like.
I usually use it on the PlayStation 3. Now, I will have to say PlayStation 3, I think, has the best one. It's very easy to use. When you click on a show, it pops up the next menu to add it, check out the episodes, all this kind of stuff. Now, Xbox was never like that. You would always click on it, and it would just start the episode.
Yeah.
So even if you weren't on the first episode anymore, you're way down the way, you'll have to go and stop that episode you just clicked on and stuff like that. So they finally changed it to where when you click on it, it gives you options to then add it to your list, watch the show, check out the other episodes, season 1, 2, and 3, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully Xbox keeps it this way, but who knows what's going on. But yeah, a lot of tech news with the new gaming consoles coming out. I have a feeling that they've already speculated like PlayStation's probably already beat out sales of the Xbox One, but they said the Xbox One really won't. Even if they don't sell as many units, they're still going to be fine with price-wise just because it sells for $100 more than the PlayStation 4. So,
well, I anticipated that this would have happened anyways, just because...
The backpedaling with Xbox, yeah.
Well, even from the launch of, or the first, unveiling of the PS4, it was everybody was like PS4, PS4. But...
Well, I gotta hand it to them. I mean, they kind of did a smart thing. I mean, Xbox One did their press conference first. They came out, said all this kind of stuff, and everyone was just kind of taken back, like, "Oh no, is this where the consoles are going?"
Right.
And then PlayStation, like, the funny part is, PlayStation was the first people to announce it that they were going to do that with their system with the games.
Right.
But this is before they even, announced it at E3 officially. Like, they came out like a while ago talking about going, "Yeah, you buy this game, it's your game. You can't lend it to anybody. We're really knocking down on this." And then Xbox heard they were doing that, so like, okay, if this is the way everything's going, we're going to do that too. And then Xbox, does their spiel thinking, okay, we're fine, we're great. PlayStation comes out, goes, yeah, we're not going to do that. And then everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm all about PlayStation now. So it was kind of like finally kind of a smart move with PlayStation doing that, because I mean, like I said with the PlayStation 3, like, not trying to bash on Sony or anything like that, but PlayStation 3 felt like, to me, was the console that you promised so much and then didn't deliver.
Yeah.
And then anytime anybody else did better than you were the person that had to make fun of them, like with the Wii. Like, you were getting your butt kicked basically by a lower end console. And then your biggest complaint was like, oh, well, it's a kid system. It looks like a lollipop playing with like the sticks. And then you come out the next year and do the same thing that they did. Like, you didn't even try like to make your own. Like,
they literally released a lollipop.
Yes, that's the funny part.
I never used the Move. Did you use it?
I didn't bother with it.
Yeah.
I was just like, there wasn't any games out there that I was like, oh, this is interesting. I really want to try it. Like Xbox literally made games for the Kinect that were interesting. Like Gunstringer was a really unique idea. Even just like the simple stuff like the Fruit Ninja, they made it for Kinects, but like PlayStation had nothing really. Like they were like, here's was it like Move Sports? It's like, isn't that just like Wii Sports? No, because ours is in HD graphics and theirs isn't, and please buy this and stuff. The only game that was interesting was called Heroes on the Move, where they finally took like all their major hitting like characters, like I think it was Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and then Sly Cooper, and they put them all together in a game. Like they teamed up for whatever reason, but I was all like, you know what? I'm not spending $100-something on this controller just so I can play this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, no thanks.
Well, I was like I was saying before we launched last night. I guess like Spike TV was airing the
New York launch.
Yeah, like
yeah.
And I tried tuning in, but they weren't playing it on the West Coast feed. So
yeah, like we were trying to log in on the computer. Like Sony was out there with us, and they had like a projector going and a laptop hooked up, and they were going to have the live streaming of the PlayStation, launch in New York. And like it was all like, nope, you're not allowed to, America. It's all like, what?
Well, I was able to watch it on Ustream, but like
we couldn't even watch it on Ustream.
Oh, that's crazy. I was like on Instagram, and like people were showing that they were watching it. So I was like, shit. Well, okay, let's go to Spike TV. It was like old episodes of Cops, and then there was like an TNT like MMA or like right after that, and I was like, what the hell? This sucks. But I just kept on watching Instagram, just seeing like refreshing, like just keep on hitting refresh, and it reloaded like every single time,
new.
Just to see like all the people in line and getting all their stuff. But one thing I read today, actually on Kotaku, was Des Bryant from the Dallas Cowboys actually went to a Best Buy out there in Texas.
Oh yeah,
and he bought 5 systems for people in line.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm actually surprised they let them do that, because usually, like, you walk in there and even in ads, like I remember, like with the N64 when that first came, it's like one per customer.
Yeah, well, he just did it for people online, so it's probably like the first 5 people, I'm gonna pay for your system. But I mean, it's like Des Bryant, so I'm sure they were like, you're a fucking Dallas Cowboy, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's like a football player kind of giving back to the community.
That's actually really kind of,
I guess in a certain way.
Made me wish that. Oh well, yeah, that's right. It was like, oh, why didn't the Cardinals play? Oh, that's right. They need to actually have money to do that. It'd actually be the Cardinals just sitting in line going, "Can someone buy me a PS4, man?" But yeah, it was pretty cool, and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get to sit down and actually try to play one and get like a feel for it, or pick one up sometime, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm still waiting for more games to come out for it. Like a lot of people, like my brother was kind of like, he's just kind of waiting, because it's like the game he really wanted to play was Watch Dogs, but it's not coming out until like spring now.
Yeah. Well, Fry's Electronics does have a setup. So earlier this week, I went over there and checked it out. The controller feels good.
Now, is it light?
Good. It is light.
Okay, because I heard with the Xbox One, it's like light as hell.
The Xbox One is light.
The controller.
the P or the DualShock 4 finally has like triggers.
Yes.
The triggers feel nice. Unfortunately, I wish I could have played like Battlefield or something to see
Yeah,
like
like
how the triggers actually worked. With the only game I played on it was Knack,
okay.
and really all it is you just use the analog stick, use the right analog to dodge, and then you have a couple like face buttons to attack the enemies. So there wasn't much to it, but the controller does feel good. I tried going back to look at the interface. I couldn't really do much on it because it's a demo system or whatnot. But
Yeah.
as far as I know, the controller feels good. And I never had a PS3, but I did have a PS2, so I know a little bit about the DualShock.
So is the controller a little bit bigger than the?
I think it's about the same size.
Oh, the same size. Okay, because that's like I have no problem if it's a little bit bigger. Like PlayStation was kind of smart throughout the last 3 of their systems. They just kind of kept their controller exactly the same. And this one they kind of modified it. I mean, it's still pretty much the same controller. All it's added to it is like those triggers now. Finally,
Yeah.
They kind of have like a grip for like the
joysticks.
joysticks.
Yeah, they have a grip on there.
And a grip for the actual like controller. Because I always hated that with like the joystick on PlayStation. It's like you would have to do stuff, especially with the God of War games. You'd use the joysticks a lot, and then your finger would slip off, and all this kind of stuff. So they finally did that, and then
I think they moved the analog sticks away a little bit.
Okay.
And moved in the D-pad buttons and also the face buttons. They brought them in a little bit.
Okay.
And then the touchpad on the controller, it's probably about a little bit smaller than the. Yeah, it is actually. Take that back. It is smaller than like the iPhone screen.
Okay.
But I don't know. I didn't get to play around with it too much, but it just felt good, Like
Yeah.
you sit there and you're just like, this is good. Same with the Xbox One controller. It just felt good.
Yeah, it's just so basically to me it's like to each his own. Like basically, I know if you're like me, you're gonna probably want to get both consoles because there's gonna be exclusives or stuff. I mean, already on IGN they have me sold on a PlayStation 4 already. Because IGN just announced that Sony announced there's going to be another Uncharted game for the system. So I'm like, all right, well, that's a series I absolutely love. So, of course, I'm going to get a PlayStation 4. So, I mean, I already knew. Literally, they could have.
Of course they were going to do it, though.
No, well, that's the thing, though. Usually, a Naughty Dog has this is what I'm worried about, though. I don't know if it's being released by Naughty Dog because Naughty Dog has a tendency of actually only making 3 games for the system, and then they usually give their franchise to somebody else, and they did that with Crash Bandicoot. They did it with Jack and Dexter. Uncharted, they just finished their 3rd game on the system, and then they announced a 4th one, but it's like, okay, is it going to be done by Naughty Dog, or is it going to be moved over to somebody else? So we'll see what happens. But, I mean, Ratchet and Clank, of course, I'm going to get that, because, I mean, when the first one came out for the PlayStation 3, it just looked like an awesome Pixar movie you were playing, so it was just like, can't wait to see what it looks like on the PS4 now. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. So, to me right now, it's like, obviously, during the holiday season, I'm probably just going to say, Sony most likely is probably going to win the console war for the holiday system. It's probably going to be the hot system that people are looking for. I don't think this is going to destroy Xbox at all. I don't think Xbox is going to get out of the game anytime soon. It's probably just going to take them a little bit longer to get their footing, because most likely they're going to finally get their games coming out. Like, I mean, Titanfall is going to come out next spring, and that looks like a huge one. So, I mean, I know Kyle and I will probably talk about this on the next coming Arcade Bros and all this kind of stuff. And, of course, everybody, I know Eric's not here, so, of course, Matt and I are just diving into gaming and stuff like that.
Of course.
One thing I will have to say about gaming, though, is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I'm just playing it on the Xbox 360, and it looks beautiful. I can just imagine what it looks like on the next-gen consoles.
Yeah.
Like,
you picked it up?
Oh, yeah. I had to. Like, I'll put it this way. If you played pretty much all of them up until this one, now I know the 3rd one, everyone did not like Connor. Connor seemed to be this wishy-washy kind of prick. And which sucked because I love the time period it was, and it was just Connor was just like this, not this dynamic character. Like, he didn't grab you. Like, Altair was a dick in the first one. Then you had Ezio, who's this kind of character that everyone could like love.
Yeah.
And like, so this one, what they did is they took pretty much all the elements from 1 and 2 and the control scheme of 3, so the easy flow of everything like that, and put it into 4. So basically, your character Edward, he's a dick, but he's freaking hilarious. Like, this is a character that you're just like, I love this guy. Like, he'll just do things, and you're just like, okay, great, because he's a fucking pirate.
Yeah.
Like, does what he wants and things like that. So, and they brought back a lot of the upgrading your armor again. because they got rid of that in the third one, so you
Yeah.
actually can make your life bar bigger and not just have to rely on whatever. So I highly recommend it. But yeah, if you are looking for like, if you're worried about like, oh, I'm picking up a next gen console, I really don't know what to pick up. If you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, definitely pick up Black Flag. It's totally
I definitely
worth
want to play it. Like I started feeling like it was turning into the Call of Duty franchise. Like, you know, there's like two studios that are doing, you know, the different ones, and I was like, fuck, here we go. And then the third one came out, and I was like, they pumped it up so much. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be great. Picked it up day one, jumped into it, and then it just lost me. And I was so bummed.
No, and that was like me. I loved every single. That was a game that came. The first one came out, and a lot of people did not finish the first game because they're like, oh, it's repetitive, it's this and that. And literally, UBI Software listened to those complaints and then redesigned number 2 and said, okay, this is what it's going to be.
Awesome.
2 was phenomenal, and it did so well that Ezio got 2 spin-off games from it. And then they drop you with 3, and 3, like, it looks beautiful. I love the weather changing and stuff like that, but I felt the same way. It's like right when you start the game, you're not playing as the assassin, you're playing as like the Templar guy.
Yeah.
For like a good majority of the game. Then it's like you play as Connor and you're like, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You're a teenager. I'm
Learn to hunt.
I'm like,
blah,
get
blah, blah.
to every, like, this one's literally like you're on a ship, your ship gets destroyed.
There you go.
Wake up on an island and you chase down the assassin guy, and then your story starts from there, basically. Like, it just.
So is it like it's like just straight open world? You can like.
Yeah, you can go. Like, it's not like not like a linear game. Like, there's the main missions and stuff like that, and there's certain things I will say you can't do this until a certain part of the storyline. You're like, okay, but literally, every town that I've been to, I went to every single viewpoint. I was able to synchronize with it. I was able to take care of like certain little missions around there, like pick up stuff. Like, I could do anything I wanted to before I started the next missions and stuff like that. Like, cool. You didn't have to literally go like, okay, this is a linear path, I have to keep going, and it doesn't do that bullshit again where it's like you were playing. You remember with like Ezio, where like literally it's like you would get your mission and you go, okay, how do I want to approach this? Like, you could literally kind of do it. Like, everybody could assassinate a different way. Like, it wasn't, but like literally with Assassin's Creed 3, it's like, no, you have to go this way.
Yeah.
You have to climb this building. You have to jump over here. Like, you couldn't like strategize like you did. Like, you look around going like, okay, the guy's over here. I'm either going to climb up this building, or I'm going to walk around. I'm going to do this, or I'm going to shoot the guy with like the handgun or something. Like,
right.
You could, like, it's back to where you could do that again. Like, it shows you where you need to go, but you could literally approach it any way you want again, which I absolutely love. So it gives you that freedom again of like okay, this is your mission, but how do you want to take care of it? And the open sea battles are amazing again. Upgrading your ship is fantastic. Instead of hiring like assassins, like you just get more pirates for your boat and stuff like that. So it's just great.
Okay, that's cool. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm like, I'm pumped to play it. My brother picked it up, but again, I'm waiting for next gen. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, see, like, I just was like, I'm not gonna get a next gen for a while. And I'm just like, I really wanted something because I was just so like don't get me wrong, I love Batman Origins, but it was just way too short. And this one is finally filling my need for like, okay, this is gonna take me, like, if I want to sit there and get everything, which I like to do in the Assassin's Creed games, I'm like, it's gonna take me a while. And then there's the multiplayer stuff. So it's like, it's a game where it's like, this is gonna be fun, this is great. Like, the cast of characters that are already in there, you're just like, it's just fun. Again, it's bringing you back to those characters of like Assassin's Creed 2, where you met like all these different people and like how they trained you and stuff like that, and it's just really well done. I love the dueling with 2 swords and like you building up your weapon scheme and stuff like that. Like, you can build up, like, you could have like 4 guns holsters and you're just like rapid fire and stuff.
Nice.
Like, so it's just great. It's just fun. The character is just brilliant. So I'm really kind of hoping that he gets some more spin-off things. But the weird part is, like, he is actually supposed to be before Connor.
Yeah.
And how they tied it in. This is why I hate how they tied it in. In Connor's game in Assassin's Creed 3, if you downloaded the Tyranny of King Washington, which is, I don't know what the hell they were doing with that. Like, I ended up finishing those ones because I was like, well, let me finish this before I start playing 4. No idea what they were doing with that, because it's like you get like animal spirits or something.
Oh,
like,
I heard about that.
It was like
you can turn into an eagle.
Yeah, you turn an eagle. There was like a wolf thing and
Yeah.
a bear. I was like, I'm really like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, literally, I was like, you guys just totally went off the radar with that. And then literally on the 3rd episode, you're sailing the ship, and he's like, yeah, sailing's in my blood. My great 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 grandfather Edward. And I'm like, really? That's how they're tying it in?
Yeah.
So you're just mentioning that line or whatnot.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's weird. But anyways, enough about some video games for now. I know we'll get back to that in tech news. Now, I don't know if you heard about this. Now, did you see the Wolverine movie?
No.
Okay, well, apparently there's going to be deleted scenes, I guess, on the DVD, and apparently there was an homage to him having his old costume from the actual comic book.
I
So
heard
there's
about
there's a little picture of it. It actually looks pretty good. Like you get to see the gloves, and you get to see like his face mask and everything and it actually looks pretty well done. Which I'm curious if they're going to do that for the next X-Men movie, if he's actually going to have the full-blown Wolverine like costume or whatnot. And yeah, I know it's going to be weird because it's like always that weird yellow, but they really did kind of like this kind of cool like mesh texture to it, and the helmet looks really cool. So
they played the trailer for the new X-Men movie.
Oh yeah, with Thor.
Before Thor, and it looks awesome.
It does. Yeah, I'm hopefully going to see that this weekend. Now, how's the Thor movie?
I liked it. It was.
Is it better than the first?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I liked the first, and I just Loki, man. Loki is he's awesome.
He's just in it, like just fantastic.
And everybody's back. I'm glad that they didn't, replace anybody like Kat Dennings' character or anything like that. But it's good. It's definitely worth watching. And then you got to stay for
the end of the credits.
Yeah.
So there's
two of them though.
Really?
There's like a halfway through the credits, and then there's one at the end.
Oh, okay, very cool. So yeah, no, it's actually been I've been hearing a lot about it. Like everyone's been talking about and it's a lot of people are saying just how beautiful it looks, just like all the different realms and all the cool like different things like that. So but yeah, speaking of movies and sequels and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Was there something with the article or the board you were looking at?
Well, I was just I was trying to play some music, and I put in the chat room if they could hear it, but they couldn't hear it. So
okay, well let's see.
So something's giving you.
Well, we heard music from our end. Let's
yeah.
All right, so your thing's plugged in.
So I'll just go ahead and just do this on air for everybody. So,
we'll do a little testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Where are you?
So still nothing playing?
No.
I was gonna sound dumb. Is your speakers on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of that. Okay, let's try.
Okay. I hear one. Now I hear none.
That's weird when you pull one out.
This is a good. This good live radio for y'all. Oh. Okay, we're in business.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I think Toby wants to jump in. What's up, little man?
Hey, Tobes.
He's all like, I got a collar on. Anyways, talking about movie sequels and stuff like that. I really apologize for tonight's show. So
I'm not.
I blame the guests.
Fuckers.
Yeah, no, just kidding. But speaking of movie sequels, now I've been excited as soon as they announced this sequel, but it's been in such this work. Like it just sounds like okay. This is if they do make this movie, I just don't think it's going to be that enjoyable because they're just hitting too many roadblocks. But apparently, Ghostbusters 3 might star Jonah Hill and Emma Stone, which I can see what they're doing. Like, because I'm like, don't get me wrong, Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson. Dan Aykroyd, all those guys are great, fantastic people. They want to write it. They want to be in it. Yeah. I understand they're not as young as they used to be. I understand if they want to keep the franchise. Basically, they want to do Ghostbusters 3 and reboot kind of like the franchise. They probably want the old Ghostbusters training new Ghostbusters, and I get that. But this has just been having so many roadblocks. I mean, they were saying like Bill Murray's not in it, Bill Murray's in it, Bill Murray's going to be a ghost, Bill Murray dies. It's like there's like so many things, and it's just like when a movie has this many problems, I'm just like, to me, I'm like, why don't you just give me another Ghostbusters video game at this point? Like, I'd rather just enjoy that.
I don't know. I love the franchise so much.
No, that's me.
It's like I'd totally be down for a third one, and of course I'm going to go and watch it no matter what. And hopefully it lives up, and if it doesn't, hopefully it's just entertaining. And I mean, Jonah Hill's a great actor. I mean, he's very versatile. Emma Stone, smoking hot. I don't give a shit what she does.
And it'd be interesting to have a girl in the mix on the team. I'm just trying to think who else they're going to get for the other, because you obviously have to have 4. You can't just have like 2 new Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm. I just hope it's like funny enough, you know?
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
But I don't want it to be over funny.
Well, I don't want it to be over funny, but I also don't want it to go for gross funny, where they're just kind of like, because I mean, if you literally watch Ghostbusters, I mean, yeah, it's a PG movie, but they got away with so much stuff, but it was so low.
It was a different time too.
It was a different time, exactly, yeah. So, but I mean, they got away with so many like things, but it was so like just great, you know?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Like, I don't have a problem with Jonah Hill, and I'm just like, be like Star Wars, man. Just bring them all back, you know, and just go from there.
I mean, we'll see.
Apparently, Star Wars, I didn't put this in the show notes because it started today, but apparently Star Wars 7 is doing open casting right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so Matt and I are going to try out. We're going to be the twins for the Ewoks or something.
That should be
we just show up, they're like, who are you guys supposed to be? Yeah, remember that small Ewok? Yeah, we're his brothers.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, so you're going to be in Ewok form? No, we're just going to wear a hood with ears and paint our noses.
We're the Ewok human hybrids.
Yeah. We're an abomination. We were kicked out. And our dad's Chewbacca. I don't know how that works.
That's not
I did not hear about this. I saw an article about this. So Netflix has made a deal with Marvel, apparently, and they're going to be doing shows like based off of Marvel comic books.
I heard about this as well.
Which I think is a great idea because there's certain, like, we were in talks like this with DC that I go, there's a lot of DC characters out there, and I think a lot of them would do a lot better in TV than just being like, let's throw out a bunch of movies and stuff like that.
And they put it in because the first one I heard that they were going to do was Daredevil.
And I actually think that could be really good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The only thing I don't want to happen is just get oversaturated with Marvel.
Yes.
Like, you know, I love having the movies come out every couple of years or whatnot, but I like now that we have the Shield, you know, TV show, if you want to integrate the characters on that, that's fine, but I don't want it to be like everywhere you turn, it's fucking Marvel. It's like that's just me.
No, and I agree.
As much as I love it, that's just me.
No, that's that's perfectly fine because I mean Disney has the franchise and Disney can pretty much do whatever they want with it, but there is that market where it's like, okay, there's a point where you're going to either overload us with Marvel or you're going to then drop the ball. Like you're trying to, I understand they're trying to keep a momentum right now. They want to keep everybody interested, but they don't want to overload us.
Right.
And you don't want to just all of a sudden like you trip and like, okay, nothing. Because DC has a tendency, like DC's doing pretty good with it right now. I mean, with the movies and stuff. But the biggest problem they have is with their cartoon shows.
Yeah.
DC does a lot of stuff where they transition into a cartoon show, and they do a really good job with their cartoons. And then all of a sudden, they just drop them off, like out of nowhere. And you're just like I got really big into Teen Titans. And then they just like dropped it off after 3 seasons. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And then they brought like Teen Titans Go and has nothing to do with like the regular canon of Teen Titans. So you're just kind of like, okay.
Huh.
So it's just weird. And same with Batman. I mean, Batman animated series I thought was like the greatest like animated series like ever.
And then it went to what? Batman Beyond?
Yeah, they did Batman Beyond, which is fine. But what happened with Batman Beyond though is like they did 3 seasons and they got put on hiatus for a 4th season because they're doing really good. And then all of a sudden they had to do Justice League. Like just like things kept getting in the way of them trying to do, and that's what like DC does. Like they want to jump on another franchise like right off the bat. And you're just kind of like, because I mean like Superman animated series did well for a while, and same with the Batman animated series. So it was just like, I don't know. So DC has a thing, but yeah, I do agree with that because it's like, okay, you're gonna give me Daredevil. I'm like, that's fine because I think Daredevil will do really well in like kind of like a TV series, especially if it's Netflix and Netflix releases the entire series. That would be really good. But again, I don't want to be like, oh, there's Daredevil. Then all of a sudden they're like, here's the Iron Fist and Luke Cage hour. Like, well, okay.
I mean, it's Disney, and I have faith in Disney. I think they do a really good job, and I think they know what they're doing. Like here, we're just a couple of schmucks talking about it, but Disney knows what's up. So I have faith in it, but I'm just, I don't want to get oversaturated. That's my whole thing.
I totally agree.
I don't want to start to resent it. Just be like,
yeah, because it's like actually I kind of like what they did this year. It's like we got Iron Man 3 this summer, but then you gave us Thor in the winter. Then we're gonna get the Captain America in the spring, and then I think we get Spider-Man in the summer. So you're kind of giving us seasons
Well,
now.
we have X-Men coming out too.
Oh, that comes out in the summer as well?
I'm not sure if why am I not talking straight tonight?
It's all right.
I'm not sure if X-Men's coming out before Captain America.
Okay, well, I think I'm trying to remember because Spider-Man comes out in May, I think. Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But we'll figure that out when we get there. But yeah, so it's all depends on, I guess, what everyone's doing. But speaking of, again, with movies and stuff like that, like we said, overshooting the franchise and oversaturating it and stuff like that. Again, I know this has been talks for a while, but apparently they're trying to reboot Fantastic Four again. And I know why Fox is trying to do this because they don't want to lose the rights. Because then Disney actually gets, the rights for it, which I don't get. To me, I'm just like, Fox seems to be doing a really good job with X-Men movies. They also did Daredevil, which wasn't that great, and then they also did the Fantastic Four movies, which they actually got 2 movies out of it. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, they've been in talk with this for a while. I understand if they do it, but it's just like, just do it right, just how you gonna do it.
So, X-Men: Days of Futures Past comes out on May 23rd. Captain America comes out on April 4th. And then Guardians of the Galaxy comes out on my birthday, August 1st.
Okay, that was the other one. Anything you want to talk about? Because I gotta run real quick. So, if there's anything you want to talk about to the listeners,
yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it over. So, I'll talk about the Xbox shit, I guess. So, okay, over the weekend, the wife and I went to the Xbox Area 1 event. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but Xbox has been going out on the road and doing these lavish, not lavish, but these events where they have a DJ and they have all these speakers and setups for all the Xbox One consoles. And it was pretty cool. It was up in Scottsdale, so we went, and it was free admission. And Larry Herb, Major Nelson, who's a major spokesman for Microsoft and the Xbox division, was there, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, so we walk in. They handed this little card that has all these boxes on there, and they're like, have a good time. Be sure to play all these games and get a stamp on there. Fill out the information, then drop it in the box, and you'll be entered to win an Xbox One that they're giving one away every day that the event was in town. So we got in there and proceeded to get in line. And the first section we went to had Loco Cycle, Zoo Tycoon, Max and the Cursed Brotherhood, Peggle 2, and Crimson Dragon. So I just kind of got in there. I was like, holy crap, this is like overstimulating. It's really loud. There's so much stuff going on. But first got in there and I played Loco Cycle, which I heard kind of a lot about this game, and it's kind of weird. You're controlling this motorcycle, and you would think that the rider would actually be on the motorcycle, but he's actually dragging behind the motorcycle, and it's like an advanced cycle, and it talks to you and all this stuff. And so you're driving, and you're having to run over and crash and beat up all these different enemies, flying and on the road and all this different stuff. And for a next-gen game, I wasn't very impressed, and the only reason being is it lacked a lot of finesse, and it just seemed kind of basic. It looked like something that they had just kind of upgraded from a 360 game, but it just left a lot to be desired. So I played that for a while, and I ended up playing Crimson Dragon, which is actually a sequel to Panzer Dragon that came out a while back. I believe it was on PlayStation. And if you're listening to this and you're yelling at me, I apologize. But it was pretty cool. There again, it was just a lot going on the screen, and I don't know. It's coming out. It's going to be a day one launch game, and it's going to be about $20. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up, but that's me. You guys can do what you want to do. My wife was really into Zoo Tycoon, and she loves all those like SimCity games, and you get to build and interact with the environment. So she was all about that. Peggle 2, if you've ever played Peggle, it's what you love and more. It's awesome. And that is coming out not day one. It's coming out in December, and it's going to be about $12. So I highly suggest picking that up. And then the last game in that area was Max and the Cursed Brotherhood, an indie game, very cool. You control this little dude named Max, and you have this. It's kind of like a crayon type object, and you use it to manipulate the world and get to where you need to go. So it was pretty cool. And then they had a section for Rise, Sons of Rome, and then Forza 5. So I thought Forza was cool. If you've ever played Forza, it's just a beautiful racing simulator. And this one is it's phenomenally looking. And a cool thing about this one is the Xbox One controller actually has rumbles in the triggers. So when you're braking, you can actually feel it in the trigger, and also when you're accelerating, which is really cool because it adds a whole nother dynamic to what you're holding into your hand. I only got to play one little level, and it was fun. It was kind of small, but it was cool. I'm looking forward to it. And then Rise, Son of Rome, is a day one launch game, gladiator type event, and I was really surprised by that one. I saw a lot of welcome back. I saw
Thank
a
you.
lot of videos. Sorry. There's a
What is now? I've heard about this now. Now,
typing and trying to talk.
Oh no, that's fine. So, what is this about? Like, what Roman period? Do you get to play as like a certain character, or is it just?
Hello.
Oh shit.
I only got to play a level. Basically, it was like a sandbox type level where you just have dudes coming at you, so you get a feel of all the controls and everything. So, you're just beating the shit out of people.
Oh, cool.
As far as the story, I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's obviously like Caesar time, I guess, but it's not really Caesar,
Okay.
I really can't go into more than that. And then they had Connect Sports Rivals.
Okay.
But it was like the preseason, so you could only play the jet skiing stuff. But as far as much as we played, Connect's really responsive. Even with all the loud, environment and everything like that, it still heard our voice commands.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. Battlefield 4 got to play a whole match of domination where you have to capture all the points. It was awesome. It was.
Now, have you played any other Battlefield games? Because I've never
played Battlefield. Yeah, I have 3. I played Bad Company 2, and that's all I played.
Okay.
So it was cool. I mean, it's basically 3 just
beefed up graphics.
They fixed everything that was wrong with 3. Graphic looks great. But I thought, as I mentioned earlier, the rumbles and the triggers. I thought in this that you would have been able to, like, when you're shooting, you'd feel it in the controller.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that. Not saying that that's not coming, next week when it launches, but that's something that I kind of wish would have been there. Killer Instinct. It's everything that you loved from the last one.
Okay, so
it was cool. It's fast-paced. It looks great. I'm not really a fighting game guy. I got to fight this random girl, and I won.
Oh, did she
was
like?
cool.
How old was she? Was she hot? And did you be
No,
like?
no.
Were you just like, oh, here's a business card, a buddy of mine. His name's
No,
Steve. No,
she wasn't attractive. Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. I'm not attractive either. I'll take what I can get.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
are. Dead Rising 3. Megan got to play that.
How is that? Because that's like I know. Actually, we'll have Raven just actually walked into the studio. I know she got to play that at the San Diego Comic-Con, and she was telling me a little bit about it. What did you think about it?
Just watching her play, it looked cool. I mean, I don't know if there's the time missions anymore, which I'm okay with because that pisses me off. There was just so many zombies.
Why are there so many zombies?
It was just like, holy cow. Like, we were in this small section and just trying to, like, get out of this area, and they just kept on coming. So, obviously I think they're probably the demos that were at E3 and Gamescom and all those different stuff. So you just have this small little section, but she liked it. She actually really loved it. And then they had FIFA, which, it's FIFA. And then what else? I think I went on. Yeah, I talked about Forza. And I think that's everything.
Okay.
So
No, that's cool though. Yeah, like hopefully I'll get a chance to. Actually, I want to say our buddy Marlon, who works he's the manager at the Tempe Marketplace GameStop. He actually went to the one event and actually met in Major Nelson.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, he was there on Saturday when we went.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
I wish that NBA 2K14 was there.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I don't know.
Like, it looks so beautiful, and like I love the 2K series, so I was like really looking forward to that, but it wasn't there.
Oh, speaking of which, do you still have BioShock Infinite?
Yes.
Did you know the first episode has come out for the Rapture? Have you played any of it?
Nope, and I probably won't, to be honst.
Oh my God!
Did you?
Yeah, because I have the season pass.
Oh.
So cool. I downloaded it, played a little bit of it. Yeah, you get to see Rapture before it got destroyed, and it looks beautiful. You're just like, this is amazing.
I don't know. Maybe I will, like, when it goes down in price, but I'm not really one to the whole DLC thing kind of pisses me off.
How so? Let's talk about this.
Let's
break it down.
All right, let's break it down. So I understand, like, it's kind of the new norm and everything. I guess I'm kind of old school where it's like, okay, I'm shelling out like $50 fucking or $60 to buy this game, and I get really upset when sometimes games aren't complete when they get released.
Yes.
And I'm an old school guy.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Bethesda, you're one of them.
Oh yeah. And I love Bethesda.
No, don't get me wrong. I
Their
love
games
Bethesda
like,
too.
They're so huge. Like the games are huge though. Like Fallout and Oblivion and Skyrim, and I haven't played New Vegas, but I mean.
Neither have I. But you know what? You know why they're able to do this now? Because they can just release patches.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day where it's like, this is your deadline, your game needs to be complete because there's no updates.
And everybody fucking buys everything, and it fucks me over.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't get to play the full game experiences. I guess I could wait and get the Game of the Year edition, but I'm not that guy. I get excited about games, and I get them when they come out.
But it's not even that, because even I'm still playing. Okay, I'm in Skyrim. I have 3 more achievements to get. One achievement I cannot get because this guy will not leave the town and become missing.
Yeah.
And I've done like everything, and I'm checking back through. I'm even looking over like glitches, and people were talking about how like, oh, at this one part, if this so and so dies, you have to redo the whole story mode or something like that. And I'm like, no, like everybody in the town is fine. I've done everything. I'm just waiting for finally them to go, oh, so and so is missing, and then basically all this guy has to do is show me how to make this new like material or something like that out of like the stuff that I found in the new expansion pack. Like that's all. I just need to create one fucking item with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, leave the town. Like I'm ready to kill him or whatnot. Like even like flipped out in the town. Like I saved before I did it, but I just started flipped out in the town and just started killing everybody.
The way you said it was kind of funny.
Flipped out. So weird. So weird. Okay, there's a movie. Okay, it's gonna be free this weekend on Xbox. Robert De Niro and John Travolta. The Killing Season.
What?
I've never even heard of it, but apparently it's out. It's about like John Travolta's a Russian guy who goes to kill like
Travolta's a fucking Russian guy.
Yeah, he's all like, yeah, in Soviet Russia, I rub your bottom.
Russia.
It's so weird. So weird.
Fucking yeah.
Hey, De Niro, can I give you a bottom massage?
Why don't you come and fucking find me, motherfucker?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I forgot to tell you about my week. I figured we could talk about this. We're jumping all over the place tonight.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this, and then we can go to a break, and then I can set up the next mic for Raven to jump on with us. But I forgot to tell you about the double date.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
So, bright side, free sushi.
Nice.
Halfway through dinner, I realize I don't have a chance with any of these girls because they're both into my buddy.
Oh, it was just there was 2. There wasn't any extras.
Yeah, and they were just like all over him. And then I'm like, so I sat there going like, I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm helping him out. That's not a big deal. Yeah. But I just was like, he's not allowed to have a pity party anymore.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to Sakana's.
Sakana.
Yeah.
Was it better?
Yeah, it was a lot better.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
We did sake bombers, which was nice. Yeah, nothing too major though. But yeah, it was just like I just was like halfway through dinner.
So how did you know that they were your friend? How did
because they both were just flirting with him.
Just laughing at every fucking thing he said.
Yeah, just like and then we got and then like we got back to his place and then they were just like all over him on the couch and everything like that. And I'm just like, yeah, this is weird.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, go into detail. Like, paint a picture.
Well, like, one girl, like, she jumped in the car with him, and the other girl starts riding with me. And then she starts telling me, like, all the shit that her friend was doing. Like, she's like, yeah, she's, like, all over him, and da-da-da-da-da, and yada. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm guessing you like him.
So the girl that he was supposed to go out on the date with jumped in the car with you?
Me, because the other girl went with him. Yeah. But every time he went to go get something, like he was going to buy more beer, he was going to get firewood or whatnot, the girl who jumped in my car went with him those 2 times. But then, like, by the end of the night, they both passed out on the couch with him, and I was just all like, all right.
Well, then what'd you do?
I just left.
Smart.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm done.
I'm just kidding.
So, but yeah, we'll hit more of this kind of crazy news in a bit. Matt, what do you got for us this week for your Fro Show complimation? God, I'm so bad at this.
I'm just gonna kind of throw it on the fly right now.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna do some Future Loves Past from here in Arizona. Got another
nice.
Band.
What
Brothers,
song?
Earth.
I've not heard that one. The only 2 I've heard is Mean Love and Growing Up Tall.
Okay, those are those are off the new album, I believe.
I don't know. It's just whatever my sister likes to listen to for their podcast.
And then I got Brothers or Brothers, sorry.
You can say like Urban Brother.
They sent me their single. We're pushing on it. It was a while ago. I played it on one of the previous episodes. And then my man Buttons, my dude Buttons.
Buttons.
Yeah, Buttons over there in California.
Who's Buttons?
Buttons. He sent me a couple of his tracks.
Oh.
And I'm trying to get him either on the first show or on this show.
I guess you got to button it up.
But okay, see you in about.
No buts about it.
See you in a little bit.
All right.
just patiently awaiting all of the answers to the questions you keep contemplating. And so I ask myself, why does this room feel so damn empty? Is it a metaphor for vacancy that you're accepting? I am strong. I want to know. People give way for your voice. It's scary out there. Why are people so scared? We all need some healthy fear. Don't bore yourself to death, my dear. Ambivalent conjecture makes great jobs in making wonder. What is remembered in the moments of our greatest blunders? Can you recall a time you actually enjoyed? And can it even help in saving your own life? I am strong. My selfishness is gone. I want to go back to the first place I call home. People give way for your voice. It's scary out there. Why are people so scared? We all need some healthy fear. Don't bore yourself to death, my dear. People give way for your voice. It's scary out there. Why are people so scared? We all need some healthy fear. Don't bore yourself to death, my dear. People give way for your voice. It's scary out there. Why are people so scared? We all need some healthy fear. Don't bore yourself to death, my dear.
Your words are daggers and they cut me down to size. They get under my skin and then they tear me up inside. And I got nothing left to hide anymore, because you spilled my guts all over the floor. Now I've got a puddle of apologies pulling at my feet, and a mess of broken promises pouring through my teeth. Well, you took my tongue and the air out of my lungs, hung up the phone and left me to die alone. You better watch where you point those words. Those words can do some hurt. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words like those will kill me. Your words are anchors at the bottom of my heart. They drag along the surface and they tear it all apart. And I was standing on the raft that I made until you pulled it out from under my legs. Now I've got an ocean full of apathy trying to pull me down, and a tide of insecurities tossing me around. Well, you took my soul and the only thing I know, hung up the phone and left me to die alone. You better watch watch where you point those words. Those words can do some hurt. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words like those will kill me. Well, I can't believe my ears. You know you got a lot of nerve to come around here, showing your face where it just ain't appreciated, dear. And do I make myself clear? What did I stutter? I said I don't wanna see you anymore. Get your bag up off the floor and I'ma walk you to the door right now. Where you point those words can do some hurt. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words like those will kill me. You better watch where you point those words. Those words can do some hurt. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words like those will kill me.
And we are back.
What's up, bitches?
We have a special guest in studio. Raven is back.
Hey. Hey.
See, we're not doing well tonight.
You know what? I'm okay with it, man. You know?
No, I'm dying on the inside.
Well, I'm about to boost you back up
and get me all ready.
Right. You like that song?
Yeah, it was good.
That was the Vaccines. They are from...
I need some vaccines.
They're from across the pond.
Across the pond.
I think they are. I hope they are. Because I said they are.
Okay, I put this in current events just so I could do my first Saturday Night Live weekend update thing. So apparently Arizona is number 15th in Bicycle Magazine. Tempe and Arizona and Ahwatukee are in there for the number one or the 15th spot for the number one biking bikers in the country or whatnot. And
I thought you were gonna say bike theft.
I wish, but all I have to say is there's a bicycle magazine.
Oh, there's tons of them, dude. There's there's mountain biking. There's dude.
There's a ton of them in Portland. And the hipster places.
There's really magazines for everything if you think about it.
Okay, and you guys just ruined my weekend update joke. So
I'm sorry.
I'm trying out for Saturday Night Live then. All right. That was just my...
But it's a cool bicycle magazine.
Raise your own up.
And then shoot my jokes down.
Get you some vaccines.
And then shoot my jokes down. What were we going to talk about? Oh, obviously we do not have a socially awkward question of the week. I did not post one. This is what happens when Eric takes the week off. The only question I came up with was, how did the chicken cross the road? I was going to see how many people could come up with a random answer or whatnot.
Well, isn't it to get to the other side?
Well, there's that, but I was going to see what other people could come up with as a funny joke
Like
or
what?
whatnot. I don't know, why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because the strip club was over there.
Okay.
Why
did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
I thought somebody else was going to say.
To make chicken McNuggets?
To make them?
I don't know.
To die?
To die?
To go to Mickey D's?
Because he...
For a $5.99 10-piece chicken nugget?
Why did the chicken stop in the middle of the road?
Because he was in Texas?
No, because he was a cock blocker.
Oh, hey, that's a good one. Did you just think of that?
Yeah.
Or you Googled it?
No, I just thought of it.
Did you dogpile it?
No.
You on Yahoo?
No, I'm on my...
I don't need to see it. I believe you.
He's just looking at his stuff.
I believe you. Just say, man.
Just trying to see. So, but yeah, hopefully next week Eric will come up with one because Matt and I are pointless.
Some weeks are better than others.
At least you're trying.
I mean, I couldn't even. I had to do a Fro Show compilation this week.
No, that's fine. Okay, this is back to some movie news because I just filled up every show note with no possible. So there's been so many speculations at this point where I'm I just don't care anymore with the new Batman Superman movie. I'm look, it's gonna come out. And I'm going to see it no matter what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. But everyone's been talking about who's going to be playing now Lex Luthor. And there's been first it was Bryan Cranston people were talking about. They even mentioned Tom Hanks might want to be up for the role. The guy who they show a picture of that they did talk about, which I'm he could do it, is the guy who played Locke on Lost. I think his name is Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn.
Wasn't Kevin Spacey Lex?
He was in
Superman
Returns, which I would not have a problem if he came back as Lex, because to be honest with Superman Returns, he's the only good part about that entire movie, because I actually just rewatched Man of Steel, and I was like, you know what? It's actually a pretty good movie.
And he plays
Man
a
of
good
Steel?
asshole.
Yeah, Man of Steel. Everyone. I know. Just so many people were just so. Did you see Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to ruin any spoilers and stuff. And I'm sorry. When I was in the theaters, and spoilers alerts, it's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it yet, cover your ears right now. But at the end, when he snaps, General Zod's neck, I was just like, Superman killed the bitch.
I know. That's
This
what
is
I was
awesome.
like too.
What?
But then I sat there and I was like, okay, so he just snapped his neck, but he killed millions of other people. Well, not millions.
Who, Superman or Zod?
No, both of them. They destroyed fucking Metropolis.
Okay, you know what? Rewatch the movie because you know what? The military has a good hand of killing a bunch of people too.
So everybody just pretty much died. I mean,
Because there's a part where they're in Smallville and the military just shows up trying to kill them, and they're shooting. Even when they're in the Metropolis and they're shooting missiles, they shoot the first couple of missiles and they just
go off.
They go off because of the gravitation, but they keep shooting missiles, so they're just hitting other people. So I'm like, okay, you know what? You want to blame Superman and Zod for killing a bunch of people? I'm like, the American military had a pretty good hand in it
but
too.
there was also that whatever Lex Luthor's oil.
Yeah, the oil truck too, and also Wayne's satellite dish.
Yeah. All those people dead.
Easter
Yeah.
egg.
So.
Yeah, there's a shitload of dead
there's
people.
a lot of dead. And you know what? I'm looking back at it, I'm like, if you look at the Batman movies, a lot of people die in that too.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It doesn't matter. People are going to die in superhero
everybody's
movies.
like, oh my god, Superman killed someone. Well, he fucking killed everybody else.
He did fucking kill Zod though.
Yeah,
I bet Zod comes back though.
I don't
He has
think he's going
to.
to come back for that.
But he has to.
He's probably gonna be like
A ghost or.
Well, I thought would have been cool. This is the only thing I would have
On the
said,
spirit realm.
because it does make sense with a lot of stuff where they say Zod, he was a general. He was born into this, that's his thing, and now how could Superman beat him? But then I thought what they could have done, but they didn't go with it because how he had every single DNA of all Kryptonians inside of him. I'm like, that should have been something where it was kind of like a Dragon Ball Z thing where he's like, I'm a Superman.
Could you imagine if he sits there, he just starts fucking powering
his
up.
hair
It's just
turns gold.
But it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
I have a theory.
Yes.
Okay.
So Superman world and Batman world crosses a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, what if? So he kills Zod. What if Zod knew Ra's al Ghul, and they got together, and he got into the whatever the hell that?
Oh,
is.
the Lazarus
of
pit.
Shadows.
The Lazarus pit. And what if he just came
League
back?
of Shadows. No.
Fail.
No, you don't know the Lazarus pit though. So
I don't.
Which actually they did. Everyone thought.
I don't know. That is it. Could that be?
Yeah, Lazarus
feasible?
pit is
No matter how many times you kill Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, he comes back. Basically, it's like a fountain of youth. In fact, actually, when Joker killed one of the Robins, I think it was Tim Drake he killed. Actually, Ra's al Ghul takes his body, puts it in the Lazarus pit, and Robin comes back. But he comes back basically insane, and then that Robin becomes the Red Hood.
I was watching Jimmy Fallon the other day,
Oh yeah.
and supposedly Wonder Woman might be in the new movie with Batman and Superman. as well.
Okay, now you're just overloading it with
Oh my
superheroes.
But hold on. So
Okay.
Jimmy Fallon, he makes this joke of like Robin like sees her, and Robin's like, "Who the f- is this bitch?" And like says it like he's like a
Yeah.
homosexual. And she, like, I don't know. The way Jimmy Fallon did it was hilarious. I started cracking up, but I mean, I love Jimmy Fallon, but it was I don't know. It was funny. Okay, I'm
that's
done.
fun. No, that's good. That's good. Good times, great oldies. One thing I want to talk about is Full Frontal Nerdy. This actually goes out to Aaron Gallows. I found this was pretty interesting. 10 greatest Star Trek toys.
Nice.
Does that include the Pez toys?
I don't know. I haven't checked out all the single toys.
I
but
guarantee you, he could probably tell us all 10.
Yeah, you can. Well, they have the original like Star Trek toys where it has Spock and Captain Kirk. They also have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones.
What?
Yeah, where it's like Donatello, I think, was Spock. Leonardo was Captain Kirk.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, those look good.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Like the old school one. Let's see. Then they have the original ones, the Miko, Captain Kirk ones. Then they have Lego ones, or Terra, or
Trouble
Build a
with
Block
Tra-
or something like that.
Oh yeah, those are definitely not Legos.
Oh,
Then they also have the regular. They have the remake of the Borgs. They did like a Asylum of Borgs. They also have like the little
The
Star Trek
communicator.
communicators. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I never knew they had the Ninja Turtle ones.
Then we have the electric Borg cube that came out in '94. We have Star Trek Slick Mr. Spock, came out in 2013. I don't think that's accurate. And then we have the Klingon Bird of Prey. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Those are they were talking about that on Starfleet.
Oh, were they? Well,
Yeah,
I guess they.
It was a while ago. So
Well, I did find this. So this is top 10 reasons why not to buy a next gen console, the first generation of the next gen consoles.
Oh, my
ooh, lay it down.
Number 10, the
Yes.
price.
Okay.
Let's see. It says the PlayStation 4 will set you back 400 big ones. The Xbox One will set you back 500 big ones. If you don't have this one, expect maybe the oh yeah, but the less said about the oh yeah, the better.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Let's see. Number 9.
Yeah.
Launch games are almost always disappointing. I don't know. To be fair, I think the PlayStation and the Xbox One actually has some pretty good launch titles. It's not like the
I think the Xbox does. I don't think PlayStation has a good launch at all.
oh well.
What are the launch titles again?
For PlayStation
Yeah.
or PlayStation, really the only first party one they have is Knack.
And Killzone.
Killzone, yeah.
And I think Injustice. No, Infamous Second Son.
No,
is that not coming out yet?
No, Infamous comes out.
that back.
Yeah, like first quarter in
They
2014.
push back
Okay.
a lot of their.
They really, it's just it's like the third parties. It's Battlefield, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, NBA
That's true.
And you've
2K.
got
Well, that
that
was
all on
like
Xbox.
that's what I'm saying. That's everything that like the Wii U was suffering, and now
Yeah.
this year is the final year they're gonna have all their exclusive kind of games.
But Xbox got Rise, Forza, Dead
Dead
Rising.
Rising
Those are
3.
like, and then Killer Instinct. But really, Killer Instinct, it's like it's totally a free to play model. Like they give you the first character for free, and then if you want to get more, you have to pay for it. It's I don't know. It's
Yeah, that's
it's
weird. I was
weird.
trying to figure that one.
It's a weird format.
They
so.
said graphics aren't everything. Is number 8.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Let's see.
Well, there's
number
the whole controversy of, Call of Duty Ghosts comes at 1080p natively on PS4, and then it's upscaled from 720p
Yeah.
on Xbox One.
Did
It's like-
you hear about the people who were talking like, oh yeah, I can totally see the difference, and they're playing on PlayStation, and then there was a patch for the graphics. They were actually just seeing it on 720.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
They were totally like drinking their own Kool-Aid and.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. They say number 7 is the hassle.
Yeah.
What's in mind? Let's talk about the hassle of new systems. Cost is pure dollars, and another metric is to it, right? The pre-orders and all that kind of stuff. I guess all that kind of because actually we had a bunch of people showing up late afterwards, like they didn't finish playing their finish paying it off, or they didn't even reserve it. They were just trying to see if anybody was still selling them. And
Yeah.
GameStop, when we got there, they still had 4 consoles left that weren't pre-ordered, so you could literally go in right then and there and buy them
it.
right off the bat. If I had the money, I probably would have done it. But then number 6 is the failure, where it's like PS3 and the Xbox 360, both when they came out, they both had their issues, and I'm like,
Yep.
it's like, do you know what
Well,
system
PS4 actually has already there's been reports of failures for that.
Yeah, they're talking
Well-
about there's this red light thing already flashing already.
And also, I'm sorry, Raven.
I was gonna say that was before launch day too.
Yeah, it was
People
just
who got theirs early.
Yeah, it was a couple days ago. IGN reported that they were having some issues with the HDMI connection. I think
My favorite picture though for this one is just the rendering of death of the Xbox and a guy giving it the finger.
Did you ever have an Xbox Red Ring?
Yes, actually, I had the original Xbox, and I actually got the red ring of death 3 times. But every time it was still under warranty, and every time I had to take it in, the price dropped. So I kept getting $50 back, from them. So I was able to take that $50 and put it towards another warranty.
Nice.
So it kind of just worked out for me.
I had it twice, and I always shipped it to them, and they shipped it.
You know what's never had a problem though?
What?
A Nintendo product.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Well,
no.
let's see. What are you gonna say?
My DSi XL has frozen a couple times.
Oh, what are you doing with it?
But you
'Cause-
just turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh,
and it's completely
yours
fine.
DSi. Okay, I've never had the DSi. I'm talking like the Wii I got, never had a problem. The Wii U hasn't had a problem. My 3DS XL doesn't have a problem. Like every Nintendo product that I've had, never had a problem. So,
Have you ever had
My
the Red Ring?
Nintendo Entertainment System, no problem.
so I will say this though. That's the other thing. Is like Nintendo. That's the thing I don't get. I always talk about that. I'm like, really? I think Sony and Xbox should just sit down with like Nintendo and be like, how can we make our product not crash? Because I've never had a problem with like Nintendo games freezing. Literally, the only game that ever had an issue was Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. But before I even got to that area, they already released a patch for it. Like, they were already on top of it. They were like, please download this or else you can't go any farther in the game, they said. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. But, like, that's been the only time I've ever seen Nintendo, like, release, like, a patch.
If they all came together, like Nintendo would be hardware, Xbox would be online servers, and PlayStation would be graphics.
Yeah, no, I've always said that. Like, Nintendo, I know is that's the other thing. Like, Nintendo, if you think about it, like, already their console, like, Xbox, I think their console costs more to make than what they're making on it.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
know-
a lot of money.
And I think PlayStation 3 had that first problem with that too. But like Nintendo seems to be able to make their consoles cheap and then sell them cheap. So it's like, I guess number 5 is missing features. If your new console doesn't break, think of all the cool new features you can use from your Xbox One and PlayStation 4 for video streaming, game sharing, voice command, and everything else. From switching games to controllers, your DVR. Sign
Well,
me
that's
up.
another thing. It's like, so when the Xbox releases next week, you have to get the patch, the day one patch, or else you can't use it at all.
Yeah.
So,
That's BS.
I mean, for people that live in like rural places that maybe might not know that, and they go out and get this box for their kids and
They're
stuff,
screwed.
and then they try to do it, and they don't have like a reliable internet connection or
Mhm.
something like that, like they're dead in the water.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with this?" And they're gonna like take it back to the place, and it's gonna be like this whole controversy.
And there are a lot of parents who don't let their kids online.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean, when I
crazy.
got my Xbox 360, that was the first console that I could go on. You can kind of go online with, besides like the Dreamcast and some other stuff. But literally, like, it was like that was the first console where like I didn't go online at all. And then my buddy was like, "Oh, we should play online." So then I finally signed up for it. Then I was like, "Oh, this is actually fantastic." So then all my systems now, I'm used to it. So I just expect it now.
I remember the first time I got on Xbox Live, I was like,
Yeah.
"This is so cool."
You guys didn't do PlayStation Online when
No,
PS2 came out?
No.
No, they had the modem. I don't know how much of the games they had with PS2 though online.
You could do like Dance Dance Revolution. You could do SOCOM. I think that was it.
Okay, yeah,
I
was
never
it?
did anything like
Do
that.
I look
Xbox
like the kind of guy
original.
who does Dance Dance?
Yeah.
You could.
No, I can't.
You want
I'm
to do
white.
it tonight? Let's
I
go.
can't even do it,
GameWorks,
dude. I'm
right
horrible
now.
at it.
Yeah, I'll be horrible at it. Raven just
Kick
wants to
both
go to
your
get.
asses.
Oh,
my ass.
you would kick both of our asses like nobody's business. I can't
Number
do it.
4 is delays because of all these games that kept getting pushed back. I know a big controversy. I know with my brother that was a breaking point. Like, he literally was picking up his system just so he could play Watchdog, and then they pushed that back. Let's see, they're not backwards compatible. That is true.
That's total BS. Because how many freaking games are there for Xbox 360?
Oh yeah, I have a
Well-
shit ton of Xbox 360 games.
I think that's one thing we're going to see come down the pipeline is like the streaming service so that you can play your games like via stream, but the thing about that is you're probably going to have like a tip-top fucking internet connection
Yeah.
to get the quality you need to
I think
fucking
what
do
they
that.
should do, if this is what they're going to do, I say if they release a game, that's a backwards compatible game that's is sort of now on the new systems. Like, you have to download it. I say if you own a copy of that game, you should be able to trade that in and get like a card with a code on it so you can download that game again. So you don't have to repurchase it, because that's a big
They
like
have something
scam.
like that for the new Assassin's Creed and all that stuff that's for both consoles.
the buy up program.
You
Yeah,
spend,
but I'm
like,
talking about
$10
like if
extra.
I have Gears of War 3, I want to play it on my Xbox One, but why do I have to go out and buy the game even though I've already purchased it?
Well, you know what they're going to do? They're going to have it so that you have to buy them online on their arcade. That's kind of what they did with the 360.
Yeah.
Some of the older games, you can purchase them, and it's like,
No,
dude,
yeah,
I already own these.
That's
for
what I'm saying. It's like
Xbox.
you already own them, but you can't play it on the system. Which,
Well, Sony's kind of cool about that. Like they did the Flower, they did like an HD remake of it or whatnot that you can get. But if you bought it prior, you can get it free on your PS4, and you can also get it free on your Vita.
okay.
So it's like that's how it should be. Like,
PlayStation, I will say this: they did a good job where if you bought certain games, like you wouldn't have to rebuy them for your PS Vita. Like when I got All-Star Battles, it gave me both copies. So like if I get a Vita, I can just download that copy to the Vita, and same thing with like
Guacamelee. I
yeah.
think Guacamelee.
So
That's a good
Yeah.
game, by the way. You should totally play. The graphics are amazing. It's
I don't have
bright
I don't
neon
have a
colors.
PlayStation.
too many reasons to keep your current consoles.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, like I said, most of these systems are not going to go away anytime soon, especially since PlayStation 4 has just come out and the Xbox One is just coming out. Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 are still going to have life in them.
And guys, get this. The games for 360 and PlayStation 3 are going to drop in price.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
Keep 'em.
this is actually a list of a couple of games. And actually, this got pushed back again. I just watched the trailer, and I really am looking forward to this game. South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Oh, my
That
God.
got pushed back again, but Dark Souls 2, Devil's Third, Final Fantasy X HD.
Kingdom Hearts?
They're making the second one, but the first one already came out HD on PlayStation 3.
No, they're doing Kingdom Hearts 3 for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's actually PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Ooh.
And probably I wouldn't be surprised if it also comes out for Wii
I just
U.
want to finish the damn story.
I love that this is a total freaking video game episode.
Sorry, guys.
No, like
And the number one reason
love it.
is you can wait a year. Be honest.
did you guys see the South Park clip of them talking about Xbox and PS4?
I have to see it now.
No, I think that was going to be the one that they're actually making fun of games being pushed back. My brother was talking about that. They were talking because their game keeps getting pushed back because it finally got a release date for December 11th or December 10th, and I said that last night at the GameStop, and then Marlon was like, "Nope, it got pushed back again." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I just watched the trailer today, and I'm like, "This looks fantastic. Like this just looks ridiculous."
Do you guys want to hear the audio on it?
Yeah.
All right, let me play that for you guys. See that production value right there?
Yeah.
Faded it out like a child.
We have word from the kindergartners. They've agreed to join us.
Those Xbox Ones are as good as ours.
Yeah!
Wait. What are you talking about, Xbox Ones?
That's what this is all about, Craig. We're all trying to get Xbox Ones on Black Friday.
I thought we were getting PlayStation 4s.
What? Me too. No, guys, when I said we're going to get the next-gen gaming systems, I was obviously talking about Xboxes.
Yeah.
But I want a PS4, not a crappy Xbox.
Look, guys, we all have to agree on one system.
That's right.
If some of us are on PS4s, but the rest of us are on Xboxes, then we all can't play together online, see? This is all about committing to one machine. Right, let's all get PS4s. No, the Xboxes are going to be better. They're not better, they're just more expensive.
We are getting Xbox Ones, guys, and that is final.
That's exactly how Xbox people are.
Yeah, fine. If you guys don't want to join us on Black Friday to get Xboxes, then that's fine.
We're still going to fight on Black Friday, just not with you.
Oh, it's going to be like that, is it?
Everyone who wants to get PS4s, join with us. No, we can't divide like this. Stan, you're on our side, right?
I like the PS4's controller better.
Stan, the PS4 doesn't have the seamless transition between games, movies, and TV offered by Xbox One.
The PS4 controller has a touchpad interface. You never listened. I told you I thought the PS4 was better, but you never wanted to listen to me, Kyle. You just had your head so set because that's how Xbox people are.
Then I guess I'll see you on Black Friday.
If I see you at the mall, Kyle, I will have to try to beat you inside.
I know.
Come on, Cam. Let these Sony f***s wallow in their limited voice control functionality.
Actually, you know what? It does come down to that because literally, my Xbox I have the most games for because everybody has an Xbox. You know, like Xbox 360.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's where everyone gamed, like all my friends game on, which I got mad about because all the Xbox people that I knew were like, well, I'm not getting an Xbox now because it's PlayStation. So I'm like, so if
honestly,
everyone,
I'd just be happy with either one.
that's how I'm
Any
like,
console, they're
like I already,
expensive, they play games,
like-
they do things.
because that's what
I
I
played
said.
both of them. I like both of them. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
And
I
you
just
know what? That
I gotta
controller,
find. I'm gonna find that clip and play it at the next live Arcade Bro show because I think
yeah,
that's
you
hilarious.
should totally.
You know
I
that
can
whole
send you the link.
controller thing?
Yeah.
I was at the Microsoft store today and I was checking out the controller one more time and it feels good. Like the old Xbox 360 controllers are really heavy on the front because the battery is pushing it forward. So like I have my keypad to kind of counterbalance it. But this one you don't need anything. It's perfectly balanced.
It
throughout the whole
feels
thing.
really nice. Same with the PS4 controller. If you
Yeah.
go to Fry's Electronics, they have a kiosk for the PlayStation 4. That controller feels really
They're
good
both
too.
nice.
Well,
It's like-
this is what I said. I was even talking about it last night at the live show. I was just like, I'm like, look, I'd rather be a fan. I wish I was a fanboy of just one console because I would save more money, but I'm not because I love everything. So I
Yeah.
want to play everything. So
I
to me,
feel
I'm
your
like, yeah,
pain.
get me wrong. PlayStation 4, yeah, they're gonna have some great titles, and Xbox One's gonna have some great titles. But like I said, I'm like, I don't have any money to buy either or right now. So
And
right.
why trade your old console?
yeah, I mean, they're still gonna be making games for them anyway. So it's like, all I want right now is the South Park Stick of Truth. So. This is actually kind of cool, I thought, for full frontal nerdity as well. For your kids, it's really showing how the geek and nerd community is showing up. You can actually now get ABC alphabet blocks, nerdy block wise.
These are awesome.
Yeah,
These are way cool. So they the picture that they show is X, and it's got the xenomorph on one side. It's got the X-wing on another side. Then they also have a G, and you have GLaDOS, and then you have Grandma Ben.
so
And then,
I would get those for my kids.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's-
that's awesome.
that's
So
totally awesome.
now we have to have kids. So let's go to the adoption agency. They're like, okay, you just filled out the application. You just want to buy these blocks for your child. Yeah. So who cares, bro?
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of pretty interesting. So
It's very interesting.
I think it's funny. Yeah, it's great that the show just became talking about video games.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love video games.
No,
I would
we
do
do
this
too.
every fucking week if I
I do
could.
too.
That's why we gotta have you both on for Arcade Bros.
I know. It's like
And stuff like that. Talk about all the great stuff.
Arcade-
Actually, I want to talk to you because I got to play a little bit of it.
yes.
The Splinter Cell Blacklisted. Did you beat that? How do you like it?
I didn't beat it because I'm stuck in this part where these stupid dudes and this stupid dog keep blocking me.
Where are you
I'm
at?
just Really far. I
Okay.
spent lots of hours.
I'm trying to remember the last where I left off. The one I thought was really interesting is when you go into like the department store to take out guys.
Oh yeah, I'm way past.
But the thing I
that.
hated though is like they have the Christmas music. It's like gonna buy a Christmas tree, gonna get a Christmas tree, and if you keep like
Is that what it sounds
yeah,
like?
it's like, and every time you keep dying, it goes back to the beginning of that song.
Or
You're just
maybe
like,
I'm before you. Like I just went through the apartments and I just came out of the apartments.
yeah, I'm trying to remember
I'm
what.
in the
like-
Middle East.
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to remember. You did the first mission where like shit's going down and you talk to the guy. Then I did the second mission where you go to the Middle East and you have to find like the guy who's like strapped to the chair. He's gonna be your informant.
Yeah,
And then after that, there's
censored stuff.
yeah. And then after that, then you go to like the next one's like in a department store because you get like a call there's gonna be a
Okay, I'm
bomb or
just
something like that.
behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I wasn't even that far.
Well, I'm playing on hardcore mode.
Oh, okay.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
No, that's fine. No, because I'm playing on like normal, I think, and I'm just like, because I've never played like the
Yeah.
only Splinter game cell I played was I think
Splinter Cell game.
yeah, what
He says Splinter game cell.
yeah, Splinter game cell. See, that's how I'm old. What was it? Damn it, I'm trying to remember what it was called.
I don't know.
Double Agent.
Double Agent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I only got to the prison and then I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going.
Splinter Cell's amazing. I don't know why a lot of
Conviction?
people were hating on it. Conviction was right before this one, but it was done by the same people who did this one. I think they kind of got a new team to do it. There's whole new graphics.
So the cool part I really
things.
like UBI Software. What I like about them is how they kind of combine they give everything aspect to every single one of their games because literally that came out and then if you get Rayman Legends at a certain place you actually get an exclusive download to have Rayman in the Splinter Cell costume
Yeah.
as a character which I thought was funny.
Well, and
Oh,
what's
that's
nice
cool.
is they take everything that's good from previous Splinter Cells and they keep it in. Like they listen to the gamers. They don't just we're just spitting out a new game like
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Well, that's what like Assassin's Creed. If they like I was telling Matt before the fourth one, it's like they literally took everything from 1 and 2, and all the control schemes from 3 and put it in this one, so you're just like perfect. So it's back to like how it was, because like everyone said with the third one, like as much as I love that franchise, the third one I felt was like the weakest one in the series.
But answer me this.
Riddle me this.
How did he get so young after a whole game? Like, he was gray hair, full on gray hair and conviction, like, my daughter, blah, blah, blah,
Hair
get
guy.
off my lawn. And all of a sudden, he's like 10 years younger.
Oh, you have to. What happens at the end of Splinter Cell Blacklisted? Spoilers for everybody.
Oh, go
He
ahead,
finds a
okay.
time machine.
Oh.
I'm just kidding, I don't know.
He meets up with the doctor, and they
Yeah.
go back in time, and then he's like, I can't live like this. And then he tells his secret self to,
Gonna
Yeah.
go
don't do
back
this.
in time.
Back in time.
By the way, Doctor Who, Monday, 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
I know. Are you?
I want
Whovian?
to. We can do this. Yes, I'm a Whovian. I'm totally caught up. I know what happens.
AMC's doing it at the movie theater. I'm seriously gonna go.
We're doing it. Right, Steve?
Gotta get my popcorn.
I'm gonna be so lost because I've only seen like half of the first season.
I'm super freaking
So, what are you
stoked.
doing tonight? You want to watch some Doctor Who?
Well, I gotta go to a bar and then take home Rachel from the bar. I just became a chauffeur tonight.
I'll join you.
I thought the unofficial intern was DD.
No, she's driving her there, but then Sammy's got to come home early because she's got to be up early for her class. So then
So
she
you guys
asked
are-
me to go and then take her home. But I'm like, I'm going. I'm like, I don't have any money, so it's like I can't drink while I'm there. So it's just like,
Take me home
I'll join you.
tonight.
you can come.
Yeah. I've got nothing else to do.
Sounds good. I'm liking this music.
Which bar are you going to?
Flaggin' Dragon?
Flaggin' Dragon.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I might even be saying it wrong.
Flamboyant.
Fibber McGee's?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Flag and
Flaggin'
my God.
Dragon.
Oh, it's the Flaggin' Dragon!
Welcome to the Flaggin' Dragon, y'all.
This is going to be totally off topic. So I'm addicted to this show called Destination Truth.
Oh, yeah.
But I was watching it today, and they're in Australia. But I've literally seen like every episode that's on Netflix. I just keep rewatching it. But they're in Australia, and for some sort of reason, they're like having these stories about this, like they're Australian Yeti, basically, or whatnot. And,
Of course.
but what I started doing, and I was just, I
Where
don't know.
is it going to go?
I have no idea.
All they have is a fucking outback, and it's like flat as fuck.
Yeah.
Except for the random like
And
Kilimanjaro
it's a giant
and shit.
island.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But anyway, so they're talking about it, but everyone's having their experiences. So then I started joking around, being like, the Australians be like, all right, so there I was, mate. And he goes walking across the street, and I just jumped at it, and I had sex with the Yeti. And it's all like,
what do they call it?
wait, what? Yeah, I told you, I bent that thing over, and I just had sex with a Yeti. Like, that's every single story. Like, if he went to go talk to them,
Yeah.
like, they all just talk about how they bang this Yeti. I forget what they call it. It's like a...
Because everywhere has their own
like a different name. I think it was like a Yanton or something like that.
a tauntaun.
A
No, I wish it was a
with
tauntaun.
Yeti? Like a mix of the two?
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Oh,
Are they going to cut it open and keep warm?
yeah, like Nicolas Cage.
That's the last thing you need in the outback.
Oh, speaking
Shit's
of,
hot
we had to
there.
go back to now. Has everybody here seen the movie Seven?
A long time ago, but
Yeah, but it's a good movie, right?
What's in the box?
Okay, that's
Oh
what.
my God,
so we
yeah.
were sitting there at my buddy's house after we went to the bar and everything like that on Friday, and he's like, "Oh, we'll watch Seven," and the two girls have never seen Seven, but the one girl starts trying to ask like, "Oh, well, what happens in it?" And I'm like, "You can't." If you've never seen Seven, if I tell you like it, then you just kind of ruin the entire movie.
If you say any part of Seven, you ruin the whole thing.
But then I just sat there the entire time because I was pretty drunk. I was just like, I am Morgan Freeman, and I'm in this movie. Brad Pitt is my associate.
I would pay that guy to narrate my life.
Morgan Freeman.
Raven wakes up in the morning. She gets a cup of coffee. Then she has to drive a long way to get to work. She hates half of her co-workers. That's why she's leaving. But she has not told them that yet. Whoops. The cat is out of the bag. Morgan Freeman out. Matt told me to bring new impressions to the mix. I'm working on a Morgan Freeman one.
You need a little more black in your voice. But you did good.
What the fuck?
Oh! I didn't say it.
I know. I'm still working. It's weird. If I actually can wake up early in the morning, I have this really haggard like voice, and then when I do it, I'll be like, the penguins just came over.
Well, if you like merge me and Matt, we make one black person.
We totally do.
And like half a Filipino person and half a white guy.
Right.
Well, I think I know how this evening's ending.
What?
I'm having Raven and Matt make a baby so I can have a Morgan Freeman impersonation.
No.
Everyone's like, how does it, that doesn't even make sense, Steve? Oh, it does. It so does. Bump, 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 Oh, this is actually a kind of interesting article. Plus, you can see the costume. I guess they mocked up for Nicolas Cage, but the 6 Superman movies that never got made. Yeah, let me show you the.
Oh, dear God. No.
Yeah, I was gonna be Kal-El. Gonna be good.
He's not attractive. How do women find... I guess everybody's suggestive.
I don't know. It all depends. I think when Nicolas Cage first started out, when he was younger, he was probably good looking, but now he just looks like...
Show me a young picture of Nicolas Cage. Okay. I don't believe you.
I'm just speculating. I'm just trying to... Okay, you're talking to... Okay, I don't even know. Women find the weirdest things attractive. I'm still trying to figure out why all those 2 girls had interest in my buddy when, like, I guess all he got really going for him is looks.
What does he look like?
I guess he's a built guy and stuff like that, but I'm not trying to bash on my friend, but he really doesn't have a personality.
Sorry, guy.
But he doesn't listen to the show, so I don't have to worry.
Well, you know what? You could be built and still be ugly. Just saying.
But, yeah, I don't know. Women have their own weird taste in... Oh, sorry, I just have to find a young picture of Nicolas Cage now.
Or
nah,
like Bon Jovi. I don't care if you guys like Bon Jovi, but he is not sexy.
I like Bon Jovi.
He's a
Like
good
music,
voice.
I don't give a shit about him as a person, but I like the band.
No. I can just name off people that I don't think are attractive.
Who else do you not think is attractive? Oh, there's a couple of pictures.
He's alright. He's still not good looking. He looks like one of my exes.
Ooh.
Kevin Bacon. Ewan McGregor, because I'm looking at him right now. I've always wondered, like, that mole on his forehead. Is it ever gonna go away?
No. Some people like to keep that stuff though. Like it gives you a character, when you're an actor or whatnot.
Yeah, but I keep staring at it.
Well, he just keeps staring at you.
It looks like I'm looking him in the eyes, but I'm not. Something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna be in Crane.
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is not hot. Sorry.
No, you're like
to all the people who are listening.
Oh, okay. She's like looking at me, going, "Nicolas Cage isn't hot. This guy isn't hot." Like she thinks like, "Okay, Raven, I don't know what Matt has told you, but I'm not gay." Huh? I don't know. She keeps looking at me every time she's talking about she's like, Nicolas Cage is attractive, Vin Diesel is attractive. Like I've sat there and said, "Oh, Vin Diesel is so hot" or something like that.
I don't think Vin Diesel is attractive.
No, I don't.
No.
What dudes do I think are attractive?
The guy from Transporter, totally not hot.
Jason Statham?
Jason
Statham, yeah.
I mean, he's cool, and he's got the action, and he's got
Justin
the
Timberlake?
Dude's
attractive.
I guess.
See,
but,
everyone does.
Everyone
does have their own taste.
Oh yeah,
people,
for sure.
I just remember old
love
JT
Justin,
from the '90s, and I'm just like,
tearing up a
highway. Like JT, like now, or like Future Sex Love Town JT, like 4 or 5 years ago, JT.
Yeah, but he's very into himself.
This is a cool fucking guy. Cool fucking guy. I'd let him be my friend.
I'm still waiting for her to name off anybody she finds attractive.
But I was naming off people I don't find attractive.
No, I know, but I was talking. Well, who do you find attractive?
Who do I find attractive? I don't know. Let me think about that.
Putting Raven on the spot.
Why are we talking about me? This isn't the Raven podcast. This is.
Well, you brought it up saying people who weren't attractive, so I was just trying to get your feel. Okay, fine, we'll drop it. I was just.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Matt just told you he finds Justin Timberlake attractive.
I do.
He has no shame.
I don't.
We've already discussed this with Matt. Matt doesn't have any boundaries, which is fine, but the problem is he was going to almost touch my testicles, and I go, you don't have boundaries, but my afraid is you're going to touch it, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Ooh. Jogo. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I like
you like
Joseph
him?
Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
Find him?
I
Okay.
think he's a badass.
No, he's a funny guy. I like him.
Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Who?
Jared Leto.
Who's that?
He's now the singer for, really his whole, I know it seems like his main focus lately has been 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was actually in
in
Requiem for a Dream.
He was. Yes, he was. I was just going to say that.
Boom.
And he's got a new movie coming out, too.
Called Requiem for a Dream 2.
No.
Electric Boogaloo.
Bruce St. James was talking about it on KTM. But it's a story about a dude that gets diagnosed with HIV. And, it's...
Rent?
No.
Everyone has AIDS.
I like Rent though. Rent's really good.
What was it? 5,000, 25,600 minutes
Something like that.
or something like that.
Oh,
That's
you
not
guys busted now. Come on, we got to do a musical episode with a female on board.
No.
I don't know Rent,
Maybe-
so
Oh, Rent's good, man.
I've never seen
even
it.
You should
even the
totally-
movie, man. Even the movie's good.
Yeah,
I've seen like Phantom of the Opera and
Nice.
Pirates and Penzance.
Rosario Dawson is in it. You should
Yeah,
watch it just
in the
because
movie.
of her.
Sarah Dawson, who's that? That's not
Clerks
familiar.
2. Never go ask Mo.
Oh, that's right.
I like Rosario.
But sometimes, in the heat of the moment.
I never go ass to mouth.
Only on Tuesday.
No, you have to have someone that would like to go ass to mouth with you in your life.
Scratch what I just said.
I'd gladly go ass to mouth with you on Tuesday if you give me a hamburger today.
I won't be there.
I don't think anybody will. That's why Wimpy's not invited back to. I'm trying to remember, what beer did I pick? Oh, Harvest Pumpkin Ale. All right. Of Harvest Pumpkin Ale.
Can I get one of these? Thanks.
What's that one?
Caramel apple spiced ale.
Okay, I'm gonna try that one next. I wasn't too
If you
impressed
want
with
that
this
one,
one.
I'll take this one.
Oh. Are you sure?
No, just give me. I got this.
She's taking mine. You okay? You don't have a problem with my saliva? Or
No, you don't have like AIDS,
anything? No. You have to have sex to have AIDS.
T virus, G virus, Birkin.
I already tell people that. They're like, oh, do you have any sexual transmitted disease? I'm like, a virgin can't get this.
Rage virus.
Rage virus.
Is that rabies?
28 days later.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have that.
Oh, there you go. What's that dude's name?
Oh, the guy who played Scarecrow.
Yeah, that guy.
He's got an interesting name. He was also in a movie called Sunshine. That was really fucking
He was
good.
also a psycho killer
In
on
Red
this-
Eye?
In Red Eye.
In
yeah.
Red Eye.
And he was
He got
also
stabbed in. Oh, let me not say that because I'm gonna ruin them.
he
Spoilers.
was also
That movie
in-
came out like so
okay,
long
okay.
He
ago.
was also-
Super spoilers if you didn't see it.
he was
gets
also in
stabbed in the throat
Inception.
with a pin.
He was also in Inception.
He was in Inception.
Yeah, he was the pansy.
Sunshine, though, if you can see it, it's like a thriller and it's in space. It's fucking legit.
In space.
He has
Killers
he has
in
these visions
space.
like Sphere. Remember? Did you ever see Sphere? With
Yes.
Dustin
Yeah.
Hoffman and shit. That was a fucking great. And Event Horizon.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you have to see Event Horizon. That movie is fucking freaky.
Okay, question for you. This is gonna sound
With
funny.
Sam Neill and fucking Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, that's on Netflix right now.
Event
I keep
Horizon?
seeing it. Yeah, Event Horizon.
Watch
yeah.
it, dude.
What was it? Our unofficial intern, actually, she has weird taste in men, I will say this. She finds Jason Segel very attractive.
He's funny.
He's funny, no, I'll give him that, but he's
Loved him in
Jackson Rip.
forgetting
I
Sarah
Love You.
Marshall.
Oh, that was a good one.
I haven't seen I Love You, Man.
Oh, dude, you have to. That movie's so funny too.
Or no, his name is Cillian Murphy.
He was very good in the Muppet movie.
The guy from 28 Days Later. Cillian Murphy.
There we go.
Cillian Murphy.
He's kind of cute.
What about Christian Bale?
I like Christian Bale. He's in a new movie coming out too called The Furnace or something like that.
I kind of have a love-hate with him because, like, he's a total douchebag on set, I've heard. And I want to punch him in the throat.
good for you!
Fucking walk in front of the camera one more time.
But then,
You and I are done professionally, mate!
but then,
I haven't done him
but
in a
then,
while.
But then he's a nice guy. Well, maybe he only did it because, like, he's trying to get all the assholery
for
away
the-
from him. But the kid,
Yeah.
he was there.
Well, to be fair, no, he even came out and he apologized for that. He's like, look, it was a really long day on the set. It was for the Terminator movie, too. That's when he flipped out.
Oh,
But he was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, it was a really long day. We were trying to get this shot. We finally got it down. And then the guy stepped in the thing. He's like, I apologize to him. It was a dumb thing for me to do. And stuff like that. So I know he did feel really bad about that because it was just like, it's like, you know, you sometimes just get to a point where you're just like, and you lose, and then what happens is
Okay,
somebody
I
on
like
thing.
him again. I like him again because I liked him in Equilibrium. That was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
by the way,
I remember we had to
Equilibrium
tell
was a-
Eric about that. Eric's like, equal what?
That
I'm like,
movie
oh.
was badass.
Like, it's on Netflix.
Well, you
Check it
guys
out.
saw my poster for that.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
still
movie.
I still gotta get.
Yeah.
You still have those?
No, but I can get one especially for you.
Oh,
That
look
would
at
be
She
cool.
could sign it,
The
too.
The Inception one.
And all her proceeds will go for cancer.
What? Yeah.
The Inception one was where it was at. Totally.
I'm trying to think what else. We just really got into a long tail. Eric's gonna listen to this and be like, what the fuck were they talking
What were
about?
you guys doing?
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh,
I don't even care,
Johnny Depp.
He's
love Johnny Depp.
overrated, though.
I'll put it this way. I don't know why women find him attractive. Like, as soon as he put on, like, the eyeliner in the pirate movie, I will say he is my favorite actor, though, because every movie I've seen him in, he plays a different person.
Have you seen Crybaby?
No, but I
know-
heard about it, yeah.
You know why women like him? Because he's very feminine, and all women are, like, at least
He's
10%
mysterious,
lesbian.
too.
All women are 10% lesbian.
They actually put that on Netflix finally. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you getting black up in here?
What the fuck?
Tinny Tim.
Oh, we want to get black up in here? We can get black up in here.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to bring out your favorite impersonation.
Oh, man.
You see, Matt,
Oh my god.
it's a good time to have beer. You thought I was going to bring out the Tracy Morgan,
I did.
but I didn't.
Speaking of Cosby Show, I was named after one of the characters.
That's so Raven.
Raven Simone.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
We have this discovered.
Did we have the conversation over the
Rudy!
podcast where everybody can hear?
The first time you were on, we definitely.
Yeah,
had
because
that
you told us
conversation.
that, and we were just like, that's so
So
Raven.
Did I tell you what my middle name was?
Simone.
Simone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget these things.
We know everything about you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, we
know
stalk
where
you
you
on
grew
Facebook.
up?
I know where you live.
I know where you grew up.
That's kind of creepy.
That is very creepy.
Albuquerque.
I know what side of the bed
Oh,
you
I don't know.
I'm like, I know what side of the bed you sleep on.
Do you? What side of the?
I don't
what
know.
side
I'm
of the
just
bed is it?
bullshitting. I'm just going to say left.
Yeah.
That's right, probably.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, actually, before we go, I know we have 10 minutes left, so we're not wrapping up too soon. But, Raven, do you have anything you want to promote? Any artwork pieces you're working on, or where can people find you and check out your artwork?
Oh yeah, find me on the www.ravencruise.com. Don't forget the dot before the W, or after the W, of course. So yeah, ravencruise.com. I've got a bunch of crap on there. Facebook.com/RavenCDesigns, and on the Instagrams especially, because I post at least every day, at Revenge Lover. That's also
Are
my
you
Xbox
are you a
handle.
revenge lover?
On Xbox? Yeah.
How does that work on
Oh,
Xbox?
you should totally see me play Halo.
Oh, okay.
People hate me. I usually carry the team.
That's freaking Sammy. Like, girls, like, I will say this, like, as much as guys are like, haha, man, you suck my dick, I fucked your mom, like, they say that, like, women are ruthless on that thing.
Yeah.
Like, Sammy's like, you cocksucking son of a fucker, I will rape you.
I don't wear my headset anymore because I'm like, I'm going to hurt somebody. My stats are like 63% of people blocked you because of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Of course, if people know Raven, she will, if you want to make sure you catch her before she leaves, she will be having a going away party. If you have not been invited to that, you're probably not going, so.
Brat House, December 7th.
Are you just inviting random strangers
just,
now?
Just, sure, yeah.
All right.
Drink with us.
Make sure you invite all your hot single male friends and your hot single female friends.
Definitely the females. For Steven.
Oh, I was
For
like trying to get you
you.
hot male friends. No? No.
I'm good.
Okay, I was just trying to help a sister
Just all the
out.
females, more boobies.
I like boobs.
I'm not here to judge, so.
I like
Whatever melts your butter.
boobs are cool.
Matt, what can we look forward to in the next coming weeks? You got any big plans for the Fro Show, or when Eric shows up, you're just going to punch him in the face again? Or
You know, I'm just gonna be me, man. I'm really just a classy guy. You know what I mean?
Matt, what do you want to say to the guest who canceled on us tonight?
There was somebody who canceled?
I ain't mad at him.
You ain't mad?
I ain't mad. Like, you and me got this. We'll see. We'll see him. We'll see him another time. You know, it's not really anything crazy.
Well, I got to sit in their chair.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fro Show, you know, it's just gonna be the kind of same old thing. I'm like, I ain't even worried about it, and I just appreciate everybody listening to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a new episode in there today, but we'll be getting that going.
I did send you
And-
some music.
What's that?
I did send you some good music.
You did, yes, and I like them on Facebook. Thank you,
Yay,
Tijuana
wow.
Panthers.
I will have to say this, Matt. I'm gonna, if you want to put your music on pause, we do have to say this because they did miss tonight.
We'll see him soon, though.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to come by next week. I just wanted Jen to come on to talk about anything she was making for Thanksgiving.
I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm a
walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. Flying away in a prayer. Who could it be?
It's not
Believe
Matt
it or
Jen
not,
Hines,
Matt
'cause
or
they're not
Jen
here.
here. I was going to
And
do the
it's
same
dark,
thing.
but
That
we
guy has
love
a
them,
gun. That guy's a
and
cop.
we're gonna do-
That was good. Raven is now officially freaked out. She just gave us the finger and left.
I'm right here. There was no finger.
Ing.
Ooh, freak-a-dick-a-dick. Here's the thing about this episode.
Damn. Lay it down the line. Tell it. Yeah.
Praise
Do
baby
it
Jesus.
like a preacher. I'm gonna be the guy in the background going like, yeah.
All right. Here's the thing about this episode.
Tell it, son.
Tell it.
This episode here, right here.
On the mountain.
Do we give a shit about this episode?
No.
We don't.
We do not give a shit about this episode.
Praise it.
Is Eric here on this episode?
No.
he's
Eric
not.
is not here on this episode.
On the mountain.
We can do whatever the fuck we want on this
Hallelujah.
episode.
Where's the SAS?
We did whatever we want on this
Yes.
episode.
He went to the moon.
I talked while you went to the bathroom to probably take a shit on this episode.
Preach
I
it,
had
preach
to.
it.
And I talked and I rambled. I don't care about this episode.
The food did not sit well with me today.
What did you eat? Tell me what you ate, my son.
It was Chinese.
Oh, was it
Ooh.
chopsticks?
Pick up six?
No chopstick. Pickup six is no longer around.
Every now and then.
We just got really white. For
I
a minute.
know. We're just like, well, yeah,
Wait,
Chinese
really?
food?
Chinese food?
Well, son?
No, we got really Jewish because we're talking about Chinese food.
Did you save your money?
I got a great deal. I just went Guilford Godfrey for that for a minute.
Anyways,
Tell it, preacher.
I don't think I'm done preaching. I did a pretty good job.
I like that. Okay,
we're
now you got a new character. You got Black St. Peter's and now the preacher
Black St. Peter hasn't come around.
because you can't remember how you did it.
I know. Anyways, who gives a fuck about this episode?
We will say this. We did play Cards Against Humanity's off air. Eric, you lost again.
yeah. Steve won, finally.
Yeah.
I still have my
Oh,
loose.
well, we're tied.
We
We're
are tied. I came back, man.
I lost last time, so
I know.
Yeah.
I came back.
I'm in the losers club.
No, we're just making.
all good.
No, you're not actually because the guests still have two.
Eric hasn't won shit. Eric gets way into it, though. Have you
Oh,
seen
he
him?
gets angry, man. Also, don't forget to pick up your free magnets
Yeah.
for orderup.com, which we
OrderUp.
actually might have as a sponsor.
Hello. Hey, oh, it's all good.
No, we're wrapping up the show, so
It's fine.
Yeah.
the unofficial's intern friend just showed up.
Yeah, and we love you guys. Go buy consoles. Or don't buy consoles. Don't buy consoles.
No,
Keep
no,
your
no.
consoles.
Buy consoles and then send them to Sasquatch.net.
Yeah, we'll take a free console.
Girls.
Anytime.
I know.
Girls are fun.
Play me on the Xbox. Revenge Lover. I'll shoot you in the
Find
face.
me on the Xbox, Airgyle, AIRGYLE.
And find me on the Xbox as Sex Offender 27 because 26 and 25 were taken. No, mine's School Days, SKOOLDAZE 069. Even though I give this out every week on Arcade Bros, no one adds me, so it doesn't matter. No one wants to play with me anymore.
It's okay.
Ooh, is this going to be our outro music?
Yes, you drive.
Yeah. So I'll wrap this up. Again, of course, you can also find us on sociallyawkwardstudios.com, 4iRadio.com, Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, Zoom Marketplace, BlackBerry Podcast Dictionary, Mirror Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Also, don't forget to check out our Matt. One of our great sponsors, Amazon.com. What if you want to buy something from Amazon.com? Where you go?
Go to the Socially Awkward page and click on the Amazon banner. Go there, shop like you normally would, and we'll get a little bit kickback and help support the network, so we would appreciate it.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and also like us on our Facebook page as well. And I guess until next time, kids, we're going to leave you with this nice little 80s ditty. It
This
just
is,
sounds so 80s. That's what I like about
This
it.
is College and the Electric Youth with a real heel. This is from Drive.
Yeah, Drive.
The movie Drive with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And
Ryan Gosling's hot, by the way.
I said that
and
earlier.
you didn't
and
say
didn't
anything.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, you
I
chime in now.
wasn't paying attention.
Anyways, we'll be back with Eric next week. We'll have a
Hopefully.
we'll have a better show for you guys. I don't even.
No,
fucking
this
care.
show was great.
This show was fun. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you had a good time. 'cause
I
we
do
did.
apologize for the rocky start, but other than that, I think we did pretty good.
We're fine.
TJF.
We'll see you guys all next week. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Stay
Stay classy, Philadelphia.
Stay
Yeah.
classy out there. That's what I say on the Fro Show. But
Stay classy, Philadelphia.
no,
You
I say
say,
stay classy out there.
well, you can say that. Why not? Eric's not here.
Yeah, stay classy out there. Eric's a racist.
Don't forget to tap that SAS and get rid of Eric because he's a racist. My name is Eric and I'm a racist, yeah. Racist. Did I mention I'm a racist?